So initially all are in contact with the water. So as soon as the water reduces, the connection between the high pin and the VCC gets down. That is, it isn't connected at the time. Wait a minute, let me show the demo. This is my high pin. So at the time it just disconnects, and so the water is as reduces down. At this time motor will not run because it is in the memory state. The RS flip-flop is in the memory state. And then if I disconnect this second pin, that is a low pin, the output of IC555 timer will be 1, and so it closes the relay switch, and that's why the motor runs. Actually the DC motor is not in good condition, that's why it's running with it struggles to run. You can see that it shakes, right? Let me show it clearly. Okay, now I connected a small kind of fan in it in order to show whether it's running or not. But actually the motor isn't running very fast because the connection, that is a DC motor, is not good at this time. Now you can see that motor is running, right? This is due to the poor motor, that is the reason. So I don't have a good motor at this time because due to the pandemic, cannot go outside to buy the new motor. I had it in my home, that's why I took this. So the motor is having some kind of trouble. So this is the working of my project. So that's all. As soon as again if I put my all this wire inside, it will again stops rotating. I'm sorry, look that it stops rotating. That's all. So this is the demo of my project. Let me off my circuit. So instead of this DC motor, we can also use the alternating current 230 volt 50 hertz fish tank pump motor. So I used before it because first I had an attempt on it because it's much efficient. That is my main project, is that I need to transfer the water from lower level to upper level by using a pump motor. So I tried that 230 volt motor, but unfortunately I am experiencing a spark there. So it may cause the whole electrical system of my home, that fuse will just go. That's why I just changed and I taken the DC motor of 5 volt. Actually my parents also not let me do that 230 volt project in this. That's why I used the 5 volt motor. But if we go for a large scale industries or anything, a large scale factories, we can use 230 volt motor because relay switch is capable of just allowing 230 volt in it. That's why we can use 230 volt if we use relay switches. But actually in this component I got the spark here, and I just experienced something, a burnt smelly like smells. That's why I just stop that attempt and I go for 5 volt DC motor. We can also use 230 volt. I bought it also, but unfortunately the situation is not perfect at the time. That's why I used 5 volt. But it's okay, the project is working fine. That's good. Thank you so much. So again another thing, water level indicator is also done by my friend Madan Kumar, and he will show the demo of it. And thank you so much.